Good evening and welcome to Week 6 of Hoops Friday Night. I'm Dave Ciseski. He's Tony Quach. The action continues to heat up, Tony, across the hardwood as teams resume conference play tonight.
Absolutely, Dave. There's no team hotter than Lima Central Catholic Thunderbirds. And while they're not competing in league play, they do take on a Kalaya Wildcat squad that's still searching for their first win of the season. Kalaya does boast a winning record against LCC since 2018 with a 4-2 record. But the T-Birds do carry their 7-game winning streak into this meeting. We start off in the first. Bubba Smith gets the pass and lays it home 4-2. Kalaya up by 4 early on. Wildcats moving the ball around, ends up in the hands of Griffin Klausing, and the sophomore hangs 3 on the board. Kalaya starting the game on a 9-0 run. LCC pulls within 5 as Willie Foster gets the alley-oop pass from Carson Parker, and the sophomore throws it down. T-Birds now trail 11-8. In the second, Parker takes it himself as he lays it in with the right, and the Thunderbirds pull within 1. Kalaya try to fend off the comeback as Jacob Stebanek decides to dial up from long distance. His 3-ball makes it a 4-point Wildcat lead. But the T-Birds have range too. Jordan Brady hits nothing but net. LCC comes back to win 47-43 to stay undefeated on the year. It's a battle of the Spartans between Senior High and Toledo Star. Lima Senior is 1 game behind Star in the Toledo City League standings. So let's see if they can force a tie for first place. In the second, Senior High leads by 4. Sean Foster turns defense into offense. He pokes the ball away and cashes in down court. Spartans go up by 6. And defense continues as Cade Hampton gets the steal. Here's a special delivery to Foster. The one-handed slam puts his team up by 8. And Foster is not done yet. He'll Euro step his way for the basket. 14 points for him tonight. The Spartans in red now lead 31-21. Then it's Foster sharing the wealth as Isaiah Wilson decides to hang 3 on the board. That triple try is true. Home team now leads by 12. Senior High continues to add more. Wilson's first attempt doesn't go, but he grabs his own rebound and gets the putback. Lima Senior still up by double digits. And here's Wilson again from beyond the arc. Nothing but net for the junior. Lima Senior holds off Start for a 64-63 win.
Ottawa Glandorf and Elida coming into the night with identical records of 7-1, with the Titans coming off their first loss of the season to LCC. Despite the Bulldogs winning 7 straight, the Titans have won 6 straight head-to-head. Kicking off the third quarter, Grant Schrader finishes strong through contact. Titans up 37-22. Next OG possession, OSU commit Colin White spots up and drains it from long distance. Titans extend their lead to 18 heading into the break. 3 to go in the third when the Bulldogs fighting back. Senior Jackson Colvalt spins and hits the mid-range J. Bulldogs are chipping away, now down by 23. Ensuing moments, Zori Island sizes up his defender and bags the 3-ball. Elida still trailing, though, 49-28. Titans once more on the attack as Alex Wagner gets it in the corner. He's going to knock down the triple try. OG rolls to a 75-40 win over Elida, with Tyson McLaughlin getting his 300th career win for OG. A battle of Wildcats as Kenton hits the road to take on Bath. Kenton has won 4 of the last 5 between the two. Bath still searching for win number 1 in the season. Second half, Kenton up 18 when Gavin Payne slashes to the hoop for 2 of his game-high 17. Cats up 20. Bath with a quick answer, though, as Xavier Tickle with the blow-by as he sends it in off the glass. Team-high 11 for the junior. Bath down 32-14. Next time down, Eli Jesko splashes it home for Bath from deep. Lead cut to 14. But Kenton not letting up on offense as Payne sends it cross court to Corbin Johnson, who matches with a triple of his own. Bath trying to claw back, though, and this one is Tickle once again with a strong move in the post. He gets it to fall, but then off the inbound. Payne goes to work as he spins. It goes baseline and hits it. The reverse up and off the high glass. Kenton wins 49-30. They improve to 6-3 and get their first WBL win on the year.
Shawnee meets Salina at the Fieldhouse. The Indians are trying to snap a 2-game skid, while the Dogs are looking for the 3rd straight win. The Tribe has won 7 straight meets against the Bulldogs. In the first, Caleb Gabus gets his team on the board with this triple. Salina leads by 3. Now it's Braylon Gabus putting it up and getting the friendly bounce. Bulldogs start the game on a 7-0 run. The Shawnee would chip away. Beckett Berkey gets the easy lay-in. Indians now trail by 5. Road team continues to chip away. This time it's Dom Lynch finishing with the layup. Shawnee still trails by 5. Moments later, Lynch to Berkey, and he connects for a pair. Shawnee would come back to win, 53-46. Just a couple more scores from the WBL. Defiance comes out on top with a win against Van Wert on the road. 59-46 is the final. Then in Auglaize County, St. Mary's defeated Wapakoneta in a nail-biter, 53-50. We need to take our first break on Hoops Friday night. When we return, catch action from the Northwest Conference featuring our spotlight game between Crestview and Columbus Grove. Dylan will be in with that and more.
Well, thanks for staying with us. I'm Dylan Tyson. The headliner on tonight's Northwest Conference slate features 2 of the top 3 teams up to this point. 4-2 Columbus Grove, 7-3 Crestview. But both of these teams have lost 2 of their last 3, so only one can get back on track in our Hoops Friday night Spotlight game.
This Hoops Friday night Spotlight game is presented by Midwest Electric Incorporated.
Let's crack open the history books. The Knights have won more NWC championships than anyone else, but still looking for their first conference win this year against a Bulldog team trying to hold on to first place. We pick up in the second quarter, Crestview leading by 3, and Connor Sheets, the big man below the rim, shakes off the Grove defenders and adds onto the lead. That grows to a 10-point margin before the half, but Bulldog Landon Best takes a defensive board all the way, forcing his way to the rim. Grove trailing by 8 at home, but after the break, they take another bite. Here's Bo Bernesser with the bounce pass to Kyle Hopkins in the corner. Count it for 3. It's a 24-19 deficit, but the Knights gonna polish things up. Ren Sheets, standing 6'6", takes a long stride for the advantage in the paint. Crestview up by 9, and they'll make it tough for Grove to catch up. Sheets kicks out to Hayden Parrott for 3. Knights get that first NWC win, 54-43.
We stay in the NWC with the Allen East Mustangs hosting the Jefferson Wildcats. History's been on the side of the Mustangs in this matchup, with them winning 16 of the last 20, including 11 of the last 12 in the series. First quarter, Allen East up 2 when Carson Klum locks down on defense and gets the steal as he takes it all the way in the other end for the lay-in. Mustangs up 4. A few minutes later, Stangs on the attack again as Deacon Jones finds Ethan Young, who buries a corner triple. Allen East up 6 now. The Jeff Cats would start to come alive shortly after as Isaac Gellmeyer with a long pass down court over the defense and right to Elijah Petty, who goes off the glass for the 2, deficit cut to 5. Moving ahead, Cats down 3 with the clock winding down. Isaac Rossifer says, give me all 3 of those. He beats the buzzer to tie it up at 15. But in the end, Allen East would pull away as Trey Hensley is going to get the bucket off the window. Mustangs win 85-61. It's been quite the start to the season for the Bluffton Pirates, atop the NWC, leading the conference in offense and second in defense. Tonight, they host the Ada Bulldogs coming off their second win of the season. Early first, Caleb Hickman passes to Colton Dysert, who triples from the wing. Dogs up 3-0. But like any good Pirate, Bluffton taking what they want and making it look easy. Merrick Donaldson with a scoop in the score, cutting Ada's lead to 1. Home team at it again as Wade Ginter finds Blake Summers for 3. Bluffton lead pushed to 2 now. But Bluffton, Branson Hilty making the most of second chances as he goes up strong for the bucket. Pirates take over and don't look back, but Bulldogs trying to bark back as Caleb Hickman passes to Zach Zimmerman for the 3. Splashes it home. But then the Pirates in transition. Brody Summers passes to Landon Worcester, who goes in for 2. Bluffton wins 71-35.
We wrap things up in the NWC. Lipstick looks to make it back-to-back wins as they pay a visit to the walk-in closet. Bearcats are looking to bounce back from a Friday night loss to St. Mary's. Starting off in the first, Chase Breck with the bounce pass to Ty Lammers. He gets the hoop and the harm. Lipstick leads by 1. Down the court, Owen Sensabaugh finds Carter Sudoff, and his senior gets the lay-in. That puts the Bearcats on top by 1. Now it's Breck connecting with Lammers once again. The junior sends it through the twine. Vikings now trail 10-9. Later in the quarter, Carter Orr drives baseline and goes up and under for the 2. Home team now leads 14-13. And the game's now tied up as Lammers gets the ball in the paint and he works the glass for 2. Lipstick has the edge, 16-14. But Spencerville would not let up. Evan Osting with the 3 ball, and it's good. Spencerville wins 65-44.
All right, guys, let's shift our focus now to the NWCC, where Upper Side of Valley sits in first place with 2 conference wins. They take on a Perry team who, after winning 3 straight, has dropped the last 4. Rams coming off a win, looking to go back-to-back the first time this season, and Maddox Underwood, showing off the speed, rolls it off the fingertips. He's got the team's first 5 points for the early lead. Commodores come out of the timeout with an answer from Zamir Daniel. Clean connection from downtown, and the senior has the first 5 for his team. Late in the first, USV now in front by 1, and they're kicking it into high gear. Andrew Kindle buries the 3 ball, 11-7 Rams to close out the quarter. And the second quarter would be a difference maker for USV, as with the Alex Sanders triple, they cap off a 12-2 run that has the Rams up by 11. Perry looking to make a statement in the final seconds of the half now. Jason Thomas gives it to Marcus Hill, and the sophomore, outstanding play at the buzzer, makes it a 5-point deficit, but they just can't overcome the Rams' monster run. USV 3-0 in the conference, 56-43. Elsewhere in the Northwest Central, a couple teams looking for their second win of the season and first in the conference. Hardin Northern has beat Waynesfield in 4 of the last 5 meetings, but they're working to erase a halftime deficit tonight. The Tigers have other plans. Dalton Jordan in transition meets Carson Barnes in the corner. Waynesfield Goshen leads 41-32. Seconds later, it's Landon DeWitt. Swoops in saying, "I'll take that." Down to the other end for 8 unanswered from the Tigers to end the third quarter, leading by 10. But don't poke a sleeping polar bear. Landon Wetherill all by himself in the corner for a perfect 3-ball, trailing now 45-36 and not slowing down. Wetherill finds Nolan Hobson on the perimeter. Another triple for Hardin Northern, down now by 6. And they keep their foot on the gas all the way to the final minute of regulation. It's Xander Wilson in the low post. The Polar Bears have responded with 12 unanswered to force overtime, where they'll get the comeback win on a buzzer beater, 63-60. More scores from the conference. Temple Christian still looking for answers, dropping their 3rd straight against Ridgedale. And the 48-46 win is the Rockets' very first since joining the NWCC in 2021. Ridgemont gets their 2nd conference win of the year, improving to 6-4, 54-51 over Elgin. And Corey Rawson, after starting the year 2-1, finally reverses that 5-game skid with a 63-30 dominant win over North Baltimore. And the undefeated Pandora Gilboa Rockets can move to 3-0 in the BBC tonight. And in Findlay, Liberty Benton hot on their tail. Highlights from the BBC, plus a taste of some action after our final break on Hoops Friday Night.
Welcome back. It's been a tremendous start to the season for Pandora Gilboa. 8-0 with the Blanchard Valley Conference's 2nd-ranked offense and 1st-place defense with a scoring margin of 462-252. Tonight, the Rockets defend home court against the 1-6 Van Buren Black Knights in a series where they've rolled off 4 consecutive wins. We head to the launch pad where the Rockets look to make it 5 in a row head-to-head. The Black Knights' one win, however, was in conference against Macomb back on December 8th. First quarter off the pick and roll, Nate Mag hits the mid-range, Jay, putting the Rockets on the board first. A few plays later, Aiden Harris is going to find Owen Huffman in transition for the lay. Home team up 4-0 early on this one. Now, in the next PG possession, Harris gets the rock in rhythm and knocks that down for 2. Rockets start the game on a 6-0 run. Knights down 6 when Parker Beilhardt steamrolls into the way to the paint and gets a lay and a go, cutting the deficit down to 4. Rockets leading 6-4 now. Huffman from the corner knocks down the triple try. The senior extends their lead to 5 in the first. PG coming right back, though, up 9-2. Harris takes his defender off the dribble, pulls up and gets the soft bounce on the bucket as PG stays undefeated, winning 64-43. Liberty Benton Eagles squaring off against Elmwood. The Eagles are eyeing their 6th overall win this season. LB has won 13 of the last 14 games versus the Royals. First quarter, Jay Gherkin doing work in the post as he goes off the window for 2. Eagles up early by 2. Elmwood, Owen Trexler puts his man on skates as he gets this to fall. Gets the 2 there, but Eagles would get back into work here on offense off the inbounds as Elkert finds Jackson Hochstetler with the layup off glass. Liberty Benton hangs on to win this one 41-34. They remain unbeaten in conference play.
And here's the rest of the scores from the BBC. Arlington on the road cruises by Macomb, winning 61-40. That victory means the Red Devils have won the last 11 of 13 head-to-head meetings. In our other Hancock County matchup tonight, Falcons of Riverdale took care of business at home, winning 56-37 over Arcadia for their 3rd win of the season.
In the MAC, well, get your popcorn ready because 7-1 St. John's has won 5 straight, but they haven't beaten New Bremen since 2020. Cardinals come into tonight winning 3 of the last 5. Starting off in the first, Aaron Tiemann outlet pass to Keaton Putoff, and Putoff tosses it up to Hayden Zeller. The big man finishes at the rim. Cardinals up 6-0. Into the second, Blue Jays with some great ball movement. Ball in the corner, and the pass goes to Andrew Elwer. The freshman knocks down the triple. Blue Jays trail 21-16 though, and New Bremen's on the attack. Aaron Tiemann with the outlet pass, but gets it right back for the open 3 and drains it from behind the arc. New Bremen up by 6. St. John's gets the rebound, and it's Cameron Elwer taking it to the rim and dishing it to his man, Joel Schrader, for the finish. Delphus trails by 8. Blue Jays looking to find some offense now, and who else but Cameron Elwer to provide it. Drives the lane and hits the pull-up fadeaway. St. John's trails going into the half, but comes out strong in the second, getting their first win over New Bremen since 2020, 60-53. And staying in the MAC, Coldwater has won the last 12 meetings with New Knoxville. After winning 6 straight to start the season, the Cavaliers looking for a bounce back tonight, avenging a loss to Cardinal Stritch against the 3-5 Rangers. Starting in the 4th, and Coldwater with a big lead, but New Knoxville gets the steal. Pass goes to Troy Dwanger, and he finishes the fast break layup. Rangers cutting into the lead, but it's 56-23. Next possession, Coldwater will add to their lead. Cavaliers feeding it inside to Peyton Seitz. The senior shows the post moves and gets the left-hand finish. It's a 35-point lead for Coldwater. At this point, New Knoxville looking to work on their offense. Swing pass goes to Solly Stiles. The sophomore drives and hits the pull-up jumper. Rangers cut into the deficit, but Coldwater will improve to 2-0 in the MAC. They win big at the barn, 58-26. Rest of the action tonight, Parkway on a roll. They beat Minster 48-45 for their 5th straight, and St. Henry conquers Marion Local 63-54. Last week, the Redskins took down the Flyers in tournament to play. Tonight, it's more the same. And finally, you might remember last year, Fort Recovery beat Versailles for the first time in 5 years. Well, tonight, revenge for the Tigers, 45-31.
Now over to some Northern Lakes League action. The Trojans of Findlay put their 7-game winning streak on the line tonight as they battle the 6-1 Southview Panthers. Findlay trails by 4 early on. Will Cardonier drives baseline and gets the basket to fall. Trojans pull within 2. Let's jump ahead to the 3rd. Findlay leads by 5, and Cardonier hangs 3 on the board, and the Trojans extend their lead to 8. To the 4th, it's now a 10-point lead for Findlay, and they continue to add on in a loud way. Javante Hill throws it down with authority. That puts his team up by 12, and they're not done yet. Hill, from well beyond the arc, Findlay rose to 51-35 win. Now to the Shelby County League, Botkins wins the nail-biter 50-49 against Anna. They have the Russia Raiders making quick work of Fort Loramie. They won 43-18. Meanwhile, Jackson Center wins 55-17 against Houston.
Well, Tony, that's how we finish up the night. The buzzer has sounded. What a night it was. Great highlights. You'll be back tomorrow with more?
Absolutely. We'll have more action from boys and girls basketball, and we also have action on the wrestling mats. Tune in tomorrow, and have a great night, everyone.
Good night.